Hey y'all. Y'all know I don't get there's two things I typically don't discuss on here at any length. One of which is religion, you know, the other is politics. But we had a hey, good to see you, Simon. But we did have and by the way, hey Peter, good to see you. Jonesy, Jack Hobson, uh, let's see, Pendar, Coyote. All right. The I don't normally, talk anything to do with religion and politics, but when you get a call, and somebody wants to make a personal appearance on don't ask me why they'd want to show up on my channel. I don't get it. Maybe it had something to do with the representation of the police or something. I don't know. But well, we had Donald Trump call, and he wanted to come in and say a few words. So let me bring him up. Mr. Trump, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am.
Well, I appreciate you coming into such a small channel such as mine. It just, it's hard to imagine. It just goes to show me, at least my interpretation of it is that you care about the little people, the small channels.
Mr. YouTube Police, I just wanted to come up here. I wanted to thank all of my supporters over in We Having Chat. And I wanted to thank you especially for your service to the community, for keeping everyone safe.
Well, it's my pleasure. Truth is, uh, true, the truth is, I am not affiliated with YouTube, and except as a content creator. But I do try to keep things nice and clean up in here. And hey, I try not to be political, but I will say this. Man, I really enjoyed gas prices while you were president. I will admit I did not vote for you the first time.
Shame on you.
Well, I didn't know. Hey, good to see you, Andale.
Well, I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman.
That's true. That is true. And well, I thought either way, whether it was you or, to be honest with you, I didn't like your show. That you're fired.
What'd you say? You didn't like my wig?
No, I didn't like. I thought your wig was fine, but
no, that's real hair.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that. But I didn't care much for that show, The Apprentice. It was just a little abrasive and seemed to be.
Sometimes in business, when you're the boss, you have to be abrasive. You have to look at there.
Sometimes you got to let people go, I guess.
Yes. That is definitely true. Otherwise, you ain't going to have a business.
Well, that's true. I get that. But is the diaper real? I don't use the diaper. I would not presume the president did either, but hey, that's not,
Well, I didn't. I can't say that for our current president.
Well, I will admit, if I was to look at it from just an objective viewpoint, between you and the current and President Biden, I will admit that you seem to be a little bit more coherent.
Well, I appreciate that. And yes, I can barbecue. The can is real too.
Yeah, I've noticed they were making a big deal about that. I never understood that, but hey.
It's just my complexion.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do know that there are some folks with different, some women don't wear different, particular makeup shade because of the it class. Otis agrees with me. So
Well, I think my skin tone and my hair tone go hand in hand. I think it looks great on me.
glad to hear it.
Thank you. Now,
See, didn't hear.
Mr. YouTube Police, I can count on your vote in 2024, right?
All right, I hadn't been following. Are you running?
Uh, I'm leading it right now.
Okay. Well, hey, if I have to look between the two, he said that his skin tone and was matched. Anyhow, if I had to pick between paying for $2 gas and $3.20, whatever current price is, that's two Cheeto color for you there, Simon. Okay. Well, hey, I love Cheetos though.
Well, Mr. Yes, I can barbecue. Maybe he's just mad because I was building a wall at the border.
That's kind of rude.
Well, he's a little bit darker skin complexion than me.
Well, I like Simon. The he's good people, and I think he was born here in the U.S. So I don't know what to tell you. This is an unusual interview, I admit. So what do you think about having the current gas price? I don't know.
I think it's ridiculous.
Hey, Cole, good to see you.
About half of what it is now.
Well, I think it's 50% higher, and a little over maybe, but than Cheeto. Hey, Simon, would you like to come up and do some interviewing with him? I don't know what to ask anybody on an interview. Let me throw a link in there, and feel free to come up. Love to have you on my stream anyhow, Simon. Now I got to go find my channel and tag it, and we'll go from there. Hey, if anybody has a question, now I will admit when I set this, oh, that's okay, Simon. Hey, the purpose of tonight's
Yes, I can barbecue. He is a keyboard tough guy.
all right, we get somebody to ask you questions. Hey, Cole.
How's it going?
Doing all right. Do you have any questions for President Trump?
I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna add this to my channel real quick.
Okay.
I really don't need any bad publicity. So make sure you bring over good people.
Oh yeah, Cole's good people. Cole's good people, and we try to keep it family friendly on here. Well,
I already have enough bad publicity going on. With them trying to charge me with everything in the book. I'm surprised they haven't charged me for murder yet or something.
Well, how is that going right now? Is there a trial going on right now?
I'm confident we are going to overcome all the roadblocks.
Okay. All right. And so it's your intention of becoming the president again in 2024?
Of course, we got to make America great again.
Okay. Cole, did you have any questions for President Trump?
How was
I don't know what
That was a
happened.
short question. and I don't really know how to respond to it.
Oh, okay. The what's that bracket gaming? Good to see you. Hey, John, good to see you. I was contacted this week by President Trump, and he wanted
Oh, he's
to.
back.
He's
Yeah,
back.
I pushed the
Welcome
button.
back, Mr. Waltz.
How was going to jail and getting your picture taken?
Well, it really wasn't that bad. I wasn't in a cell or anything. They took me in and did all the formalities and everything, and I waited to be released, but wasn't ever in a cell.
What up, Bracket Gaming? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I figured bracket. Thank you for coming into the stream. We're just here to have a little bit of fun tonight. And want to make sure I said hey to hey Bond, good to see you, brother. And I know I already said hey to John, but hey John, good to see you. We're just here. If anybody has a question for President Trump, now keep them family friendly.
Not too political. We're just here
Right.
to have fun, not talk politics.
Right. We're just here to have a little fun. And
I just wanted to say thank you.
What do you do in your spare time?
Play golf.
You don't have any spare time?
Not really.
Okay.
Mainly it's working with my companies, my businesses, keeping them running, being what you called abrasive and firing people and putting the right people into place. And running the campaign, all the behind scenes.
That's not the debt you have to worry about.
Hey, Tim Sweeney, good to see you. The only 414 days and 48 hours until we get a new president. Yay.
Have you been buying property in Hawaii?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he had money in or property over there in
I already have property in Hawaii.
what's up, Roadhog?
I
Howdy.
have property in just about every one of the 50 states.
Have you had a chance to talk with the president yet, Roadhog?
Nope.
Hello, Roadhog. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Gandalf.
thanks for asking.
Do you have any questions for? Oh, by the way, I did have one question. You know, if you get elected again, does that mean what could it be possible you slide a few tickets this way? You know, for the inauguration. I've been thinking I need to get to DC.
I would have to talk to my PR.
Okay, I'll try to do that when I get a chance.
It's not like you, the Dallas Cowboys or anything.
Well, you know, Dallas Cowboys are pretty important too, I think, to a lot of folks. You know, after all, God bless.
We are America's team. Let's make America great again. Let's try to get the Cowboys to another Super Bowl. I mean, they started out good. 40 did nothing.
Welcome back, Gandalf. Do you have any questions for the president? Either one of y'all.
Yeah. Have you been buying any property in Hawaii, like Oprah and Jeff Bezos?
I already own property in Hawaii, Mr. Waltz.
How much property do you own in Hawaii?
A lot.
How many acres?
More than Oprah.
What color is it painted?
What color is the property painted?
Yeah, what color?
Red, white, and blue.
No. What color are the houses painted? The blue ones.
What color are the blue houses painted? I guess that would be blue.
Yeah, it's a specific color blue.
I don't know that you know anybody would know specific blues. I don't know.
No, of course not.
But it's you know, it is a question. And I did ask if you had any questions.
Well, a lot of the famous people, rich people, are buying up all the property in Hawaii, and now that they have that fire,
Well,
everybody's stuff's painted blue, certain color blue, all made.
I'm afraid I don't know much about the property in Hawaii.
Yeah, and then they're coming on the internet e-begging and freaking asking the public to send money when they're multi-billionaires. Freaking Oprah and The Rock. What do
Well,
you think about that, Trump?
hey,
You think
Carl,
we should send $1 billion to Hawaii instead of freaking Ukraine?
well, let's see. I do know that, one on the top right, that's President Trump. He was nice enough to grace us with his presence tonight. And we're going to just try to have a little fun tonight. Who knows what tonight will bring. I'm not sure who Yuki is. And I apologize for my ignorance. And but how have you been doing, Roadhog?
Oh, I've been doing.
What? I'm just kind of getting back into YouTube and doing a little of this, a little of that, having some fun with it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
You just got back from your trip. Your meetup.
No, I ain't been doing anything with insurance. I just kind of, for a while I got burnt, kind of burnt out on YouTube. I was spending a lot of time going into a lot of live streams, and I guess it's about 2 months ago. And so, I was still doing some live streams, but I'm finally getting back to where I'm starting to enjoy just hopping on a few places. And how could I turn President Trump down if he wants to come on this channel? I don't really do political stuff, and I don't really do religious stuff on here. That don't mean I'm not a religious person, and I tend to be more of a libertarian than anything else. But hey, somebody of that stature, I guess it's just like if Oprah Winfrey wanted to come on, what would I do? Say no? I don't think so. I ain't stupid.
Hey, if Oprah comes on, maybe everybody gets a car.
Hey, that's true.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
And hey, I'd let her on. Maybe she'd give me a car too, or a new truck. I'd ask her for a truck though. Maybe
you get Mark Stewart to come up and give you some trading ideas.
Hey, well, I don't
teach
really
you how to chop them onions and make $1 million on a deal.
Man, I don't keep enough money in the account to do that.
Right? Who can anymore?
Well, the price of everything doesn't shut up. And it's hard to, and there's a lot of folks ain't even, not even working. Or at least there wasn't. I don't know if they're back to working or not now. And I know that at one point there was, let me fix something. At one point,
we got a question for the president in the chat.
All right.
Mr. President, how come every time you talk, your lips are always super wet from saliva?
I expect he's been kissing on his wife for a little while.
Good answer, Mr. YouTube, please. He is a hottie, ain't she?
She is. It's a very attractive. Otis, what do you want? I'm talking to the president. Fine, I'll let you out. That may be what he wants. All right, come on.
That's exactly what he wants.
Come on, Joe.
That or throw the ball.
Right.
Well, no, he don't play ball. Nikki Nikki, she likes to play ball, but Otis, he just, he just likes to get me to stand up and go let him out. And,
Then they won't
If
let
I-
back in.
if I ain't paying attention to him, he just, he gets bothered, I guess. Anyhow, go Gandalf. Anyhow, so what are your plans for the future, President Trump?
Well, win the election, I reckon.
Well, that's a good goal. You got any plans beyond that? Yeah. All right. Let's say there's you flip a coin, say you win. What do you do then?
Go back to the White House.
All right. That sounds like a plan, I guess. All right. Flip a coin. You don't win the election. What do you do? I guess you build another hotel or something.
I guess so.
Did you figure out who had the white at the White House?
We had the what?
Did you figure out who had the white at the White House?
White.
Yeah, the old nose dust, Pepsi sticks, and all that jazz.
Everybody knows who that is. Everyone knows who that is. They don't even need an investigation for that. It's like even the worst police officer, not even detective, could figure that one out.
Well, okay. Let's, when I planned this thing tonight's, back before I got the, invitation from President Trump, I was planning on talking about I don't care.
What don't you care about?
Well,
I
there's a
know
lot
you
of,
don't care about politics.
well, that's true, but that wasn't, I guess, there's a group of folks out there, that I saw not too long ago over on somebody's live stream. I've been watching some live streams, and in fact, let me just throw this out here right now. There's two channels that I'd appreciate it if you would queue them up and watch them after this live stream. Watch their playlist. The first one is, and it's one that I'm currently, and let me just go ahead and share the
That is correct. Yes, I can barbecue. If I get back into office, we're going to finish that damn wall.
okay. This is my friend Janet, and I happened to be on one. She did a giveaway about 4 months ago, but she's got a master list of all her stuff. So, President, I would ask you if you'd watch some of her stuff too. Anyhow, Proud Islander, good to see you. Oh, ain't no call for all that. Houston, Texas. That must be a Dallas fan.
You are correct. Yes, I can barbecue. Houston Texans do suck. Oh, Cowboys.
There we
But you
go.
do realize Giants are my favorite team. I am a New Yorker.
Well, I'm sure sorry. It's Oral Ollie, and I had to change my name because it was inciting hatred. I'm sorry, I don't know much about that, but still, Proud Islander. Which kind of is a thing. I guess it should. I don't care where you're from. Everybody's welcome here. Just try to go through and be good to one another. And this is my friend Janet. Homestead where you are, and she is good people, and she's working on the watch hours, and also Thompson RC. He's working on his watch hours now. He's not quite to the 1,000 members yet, but I will go through and share the link on. Well, you heading out?
Yeah, that is Ollie.
Okay. Well, I was talking to
Should have
Simon.
supported.
He was saying good night. Thank you for coming in, Simon. I appreciate it.
Don't go to bed yet. Yes, I can barbecue. Stick around. Have some fun.
The first one I sent was Thompson RC, and this one is for Janet Homestead, where you are.
Well, if Mr. Yes, I Can Barbecue is leaving, I guess I will head out to thank y'all for all of your support. Thank y'all for being so kind to me tonight. Thank you for your service in the community, Mr. Please. And I will see you later.
All right. Thank you for coming up, Mr. President. And let's see. Now I just want you to let me drop that down. And anyhow, that was interesting, I guess. We don't get people with that, with that high profile on here ever before. I reckon the highest profile person we've ever had on here was Russ over at Smoky Ribs Barbecue. And he had over 100,000. I read. Was it 100,000, 200, 250,000, I think. But hey, Jorge, Echevarria, I'm probably butchering that. Sorry about that. Or George, I guess. I knew a fella by the name of Jorge, and
I call him Jorge. Yeah, he goes by George or Jorge.
Okay, George, and I know 805 Barbecue Junkie goes by George, and it's spelled that way as well. Thank you for coming in. Let me let over, Sam. Come on in, Otis. Well, we're not gonna start this.
Hello, Joy. How you doing? Appreciate you coming through.
By the way, Cole and Roadhog, feel free to drop a 29 in the chat. And let me put the banner up. Hey, what's the drop command over at yours, Cole?
What's
or
that?
do you have a drop command?
Do I have a what?
Do you have a drop command for Nightbox?
Yeah, Grow, GROW.
Okay. Well, I'll add a new one.
Yeah, mine's just simple. GROW. I'm actually going to go lay down. I just want to come up here and mess with the old Trumpster for a minute.
There we go. And that should do it. Hang on, let me see. I missed a call. I don't know where Cole went. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't realize we were going to have, we have another guest.
Hello there, gentlemen. How are y'all doing today?
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties on some of these. Kind of hard to hear your connection. You must be up there in DC or something.
I forgot why I'm here.
Well, I'm not sure why you're here, Mr. President.
That's
yeah.
right. I seen that.
Yeah, there.
Another guy up there.
Oh, let me make that scrolling. Let's see. I thought that was supposed to scroll. Hang on. I'll get it in a minute.
I seen that other guy up there a minute ago.
I don't know why it's not scrolling. Let's see here. I don't know. I'll have to look it up at another time. What? Hey, Cole. Do you have any questions?
No, I was trying to figure out how to turn it off, and the only thing it'll let me do is delete it. So you'll have to remove.
Oh, you talk about your stream?
Yeah, streaming. You have to remove it. I'm about to go to bed.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let me show you how to drop that. It won't take but a second.
I'm
All
on
right.
my phone.
Anytime you're on a co-streaming, all you have to do is if you look up here to the right. In fact, let me make it full screen, make it easier to see. If you look up here to the right, where
only you have that because you're the host. So click my stuff and
no, yours should be on your StreamYard. If you look up top, you should see a C.
no, I don't have that because I'm on a phone.
He's
I
on
don't
his
have that
phone.
because you're the host.
You could do it on the phone too. You just have to go act like you're starting a stream, and it's got an option for remove. But I can do that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, you always have to do it. So.
And
That's what I was trying
anyhow,
to do. That's why I keep
Well,
getting kicked in and out.
Mr. Wolf, thank you for coming in tonight.
and do you have anybody got any questions for President Biden?
Well, I have to use the restroom real quick. I will be back.
Question for Biden. Isn't it past your bedtime, buddy?
When he's doing live Saturday Eastern.
Don't you have papers to sign you can't read in the morning? No, I really don't have any good questions.
Well, I just wondering, Mr. Biden, do you feel like you leading the country in the right direction? I guess would be the question.
Or Mr. Biden, do you know what it feels like when you got to pee real bad?
He must because he's gone.
He gone. That's okay.
He at mute.
Yeah, well, he muted because he went to the restroom. So
I guess he does know what it feels like when you got to pee real bad.
doesn't change.
What's the poor lady's name that's changing his diaper?
Okay, I'm back.
All right, I gotta go to bed, and I'm being.
Hey, thanks for coming up, Cole. Hey, Nicole Ruiz. John over at
What did I miss?
Well, John over at Jay's Travels asked. He had a question. How many of your administration does it take to change a light bulb?
I'm not sure. I don't have my earpiece in for them to tell me the answer.
John Moore. See, they have I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Sorry to hear that, Nicole.
Apparently the Astros lost. Sorry to hear it, darling. 81 million. Hey, I will say this. When it comes to the government, there have been throughout the years, there's been a lot of waste. I read somewhere that it was like, I don't know.
Skipper.
Good night, Newsmatic.
It's one of the reasons why I don't like discussing, political stuff. Do you have any?
Either. I hate
Do you-
discussing political stuff. That's why I try to stay back.
Okay. I thought it might be because you couldn't remember, what to say. But I was just curious if you
What
had
was the
any.
question?
I don't remember.
Me either.
I do have a question now that I think about it, and I'm just curious. Do you take a torvastatin?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, I know I take it too. You know,
Are you getting like me?
well, I think so.
So
I
what?
think
What are you gonna be when you're my age?
I ain't gonna live that long. I don't.
Are you calling me old now? I
Well,
got Secret Service agents. My Secret Service agents can take you out.
well, that may be. I'm just talking mathematically. You know, I'm right now about the 81 million will be a classic like the Hanging Chad. Hey, I don't know much about it, John. You're welcome to come up though. Um, we
Mr. YouTube Police,
yeah.
you do realize how old I am, right?
You're if what are you like 80?
I am 80 years old. Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought that might be right. See, I'll never see 80. I don't believe.
Dang, you're pretty smart.
Well, thank you. Outdoors with Big Matt says too much to worry about. He's taking all our guns away. Well,
You know when my birthday is, right? It's coming up. It's
Okay.
November 20th,
okay. I didn't know.
2081.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yes, sir.
What year were you born?
1942.
Okay. I respect the present in the United States of America. My head hurts me though. Well, I'm kind of glad to be living in the present. After all, I can't live in the future, and it sure doesn't benefit.
What was up there a minute ago?
The January 26th, 1991. I had a brother born in January, but it was January the 1st, a day too late to be considered a tax write-off. If you're born on December the 31st, you get a tax break, for that year. But if
I was up here before me.
do I now?
Who was up there before me?
Oh, that the president before you was Donald Trump.
No, who was up here where I am before me?
Oh, Donald Trump was up there.
Oh, that's why I came up here, because I'm better than him. At least that's what I've been told.
Okay. Well, I know you've been in government for a long time, and the thank you, I guess. If anybody has a question for the president, please, now is the time to ask it. Maybe you could ask him to a birthday party or something. I don't know. Anyhow, I appreciate you being here, Mr. Biden.
Well, I appreciate you for having me.
The
You know how long when I got into politics, how old I was?
I'm afraid I don't. I'm sorry.
I was 44.
44.
Yes, sir.
So that's the first time you ever got into politics?
Yes, sir.
Well, we like having you here too, Nicole. The um, is there anything that you're still 32? Okay, Nicole, glad to hear it. Is there anything that you don't care about? The theme of tonight's show is I don't care.
Well, I don't care for being up here, really. They told me to come up. I
Oh,
couldn't be upstaged by the clown that was up here before me.
well, I got to admit, I've never had two more high profile people up here than you and President Trump.
You
So,
know, when how I got started in politics?
I don't.
I formally declared on June 9, 1987, my candidacy at the Wilmington train station. And in my speech, I said that Americans should rise above the mere accumulation of material things. And I don't know how I remembered that.
Well, go get some. I'd say get your popcorn ready. You know, that's an old Dallas Cowboy quote.
It was Brandon.
I'm not sure.
Mr. Sugar J Travels John said, go get some ice cream, Brandon. It was Brandon.
Very good question.
Wait, is this in regards to that let's go Brandon crap?
That could be. I've heard that.
Well, I'm not liking this, Mr. John. If that's what he's referring to. Hey, Miss Nicole Ruiz, can I sniff your hair?
Were you asking to sniff her hair?
Yes, sir.
Well, it seems like I heard something about that. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Hey, I use that fructus or fructus or whatever it is.
I don't want to sniff your hair. Just young girls.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of hot. I will admit that I've been working on smell-o-vision. In fact, I appreciate that, Nicole. I've been working on smell-o-vision. Maybe you could do a couple of endorsements or something. I don't know. I'm sure we can find a picture,
Well,
somewhere.
I've had the vid and my smellings never come up, even though I wear a mask and got all 3 inoculations and then I had a blood transfusion and I still can't smell.
Well, I'm sorry to
But
hear that.
you always want to wear a mask and get vaccinated for the vid.
Okay. Let's see here.
Did you get the what's it called? The jab?
No, I did not.
Why not?
Uh,
Do you wear a mask?
Only when I have to. Where I work at,
You are potentially endangering other people by not wearing that mask.
well, there's 2 ways of looking at most everything. Hey, Molly, good to see you.
Yes, Nicole Ruiz, you smell good, ma'am.
I look at it like this, throughout the history of the United States, we have had a sense of personal accountability, and we have to take care of those things which we have to look out and make decisions based on what's best for ourselves, our family, our loved ones. And so, in my opinion, a lot of these things, should have been up to the individual rather than mandated.
Attili,
But do what now?
Attili,
Attili?
cup,
Oh,
Attili.
Attili. All right.
No, Attili.
Patili.
No, Tui.
Tui.
Oh
Okay.
my, Patui. It's like when you spit, Patui.
Oh, okay.
There
Well,
you go. You need
I-
your hearing aids checked too. At least,
Probably.
at least mine's not hearing aids. It's just an earwig of people talking in my ear.
Oh, okay.
You need
Well-
to wear a mask to protect other people from your germs, from your vid.
Well, I can appreciate that. For some folks, hey, you gonna so help me. When this stuff hit and the administrative
You know,
assistant,
You know
where-
that COVID hit because of that clown before me, right?
okay. Anyhow, when our AA got that, I spent the next 4 or 5 days making sure I came over and sat in her chair.
Oh, hey, that's Alcoholics Anonymous.
See, Joe, do you know what a halo statue is?
It's what the cherubs that I try to snip their hair, but they don't want it because they're concrete. It's what's above their head.
A halo statue. I don't know what that means either. I guess I'm showing my ignorance tonight. There's so many things I don't know about the political,
There's
things,
so much I don't know either.
and I have a feeling that it's a Cajun. How a Cajun answers the phone. Halo statue. Halo statue is okay. I'm afraid we're gonna leave here, and I'm not gonna know any more than when we started. So
Well,
that's
if you're around me long enough, your IQ will drop 10 points.
well. I don't
I mean,
lose.
how many degrees? 10 points.
I was gonna say, I think mine's dropped 50.
I don't know how much mine's dropped, but I can't afford to lose any of my IQ points. I won't remember any of my $5 words. See, I got these things called $5 words, and I'll be lost in conversation if I don't have them, at least around my family.
Oh, I know what Halo is now.
What's up, Joe
It
Engel?
stands for Have a Lovely October.
Okay. And we just having, hey, Joanne, if you'd like to come up, we'd love to have you. We just,
I miss Joanne Glass. How are you doing?
we just,
I bet she voted for me.
we've had quite a few different, we've had President Trump up here, and we've had, now we've got President Biden, and we're just, anybody that wants to come up and talk is welcome to ask a question. I don't know what to ask. It's You know what I mean?
Why don't you ask how Nicole relieves his hair smell?
All right, Nicole Ruiz, how does your hair smell?
No, ask me. I
Oh.
smelled it.
Oh, okay. Well, how does it smell, President Biden?
Really smell like self and blue.
I'm not sure what that smells like.
You know what
But
self and blue is? Shampoo.
That's a dandruff shampoo, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I seem to recall the advertisements for it at one point.
Yeah, I go around smelling different kind of shampoos all the time. And then I try to see, they take everything out of context. I like to smell clean. I like the smell of shampoo. And so when I sniff people's hair, I'm just trying to see what kind of shampoo they use.
Okay. That's an interesting fact, I guess, that
Well, thank you.
I wasn't familiar with. Um,
You know what kind Camilla Harris uses?
say that one more time.
You know what kind of shampoo Camilla Harris uses?
No, come on. You talking about Cam?
Kamala Harris, yes, Kamala Harris.
Okay. Your hair is clean, Joanne. Excellent. Mine may be a little dirty. I've been working,
Are you going to answer my question?
Yes, I do want to know how, what her hair smells like. I guess.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I was afraid she'd punch me in the nose.
Well, that ain't nice.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nice if she punched me in the nose. I'm an old man. I could have had a stroke or something.
Let's see. I hope not. I don't want anybody to have a stroke.
Well, I appreciate that. You're a good man. You're a good-hearted man. You gonna vote for me again?
Do I now?
Are you gonna vote for me again? I'm here to get your vote.
Well,
I'm here to show that Kyle knows.
I'm not even sure. When is the election?
Next year, 2024.
Okay. Well, what I will do is I'll sit down and look at the different issues that are being brought up, and I will vote for whoever I feel like represents, my beliefs, at that time.
Is that road hog guy down there laughing at me?
Well, he's laughing. I don't know that it's you.
Do I
No,
look
it's
funny
not
to you, road hog?
You're a good humor, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but thank you. I hope I got your vote too.
I don't vote.
Oh,
The
well then I really don't care about you then.
well, hey LB. We have President Biden. Earlier we had President Trump, and we
Who is
also have
LB? Who is
Road
LB? Who is LB?
LB is Woman Outdoors.
Oh, hello, Miss Woman Outdoors.
And she probably votes,
I
so
bet she voted for me. Don't answer that question, Miss Woman Outdoors. I don't really want to know the answer.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she did vote for me. Calling me Sleepy Joe and everything. That's a derogatory comment that people shoot up at me. Just like the Brandon comment that Sooner J travels John said earlier, am I entering a hostile environment?
Well, I hope you have decent health.
Wait. This woman outdoors. I smelled Nicole Ruiz's hair earlier. Can I smell yours?
We have been working
Oh.
on television.
Where's woman outdoors from?
Well, she's a U.S. citizen, if that's what you're
I
asking.
understand that. What state is woman outdoors from?
Well, it ain't. I'm not going to answer that.
State? You can't answer a state. There's
I'm not
50 of them.
All right. Well, let's say it's Mississippi.
Hey, woman outdoors. How you doing?
Miss Woman Outdoors. What state are you from? If you don't mind me asking,
She
he
said the
says the
woods.
woods.
She's from the woods.
She likes to spend a lot of time out there in them woods, that's for sure.
Well,
Well,
the
I'm from Pennsylvania. That's all right, Miss Joanne Glass. Hopefully you'll vote for me next time. Can I smell your hair?
I would encourage everybody to look at the issues and
What issues? We ain't got no issues. Everything's great now since that clown's out of office. I fixed everything. I reversed everything that he did.
well, I'm just saying that if there are things that you care about, vote according to your beliefs, whether regardless of political party. And,
I mean, look at how much our food's going up. Look at how much gases went up. Look at all these things that are wrong. So
Hey,
that's just my
Mr.
belief.
Roadhog, it's called inflation. It's happened throughout history.
Yeah, well, Social Security ain't getting inflated for the people that are on Social Security disability, but yet things are going skyrocket. How are we supposed to survive if our checks aren't going up, but everything else around us is?
My checks are going up.
Well, you're the president, so your check should be going up, obviously.
I will be getting this check the rest of my life.
come on up,
Which-
Charlotte.
May not be that long.
Well, I would say at 80 years old that chances are you've lived a pretty long life. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, LB. I didn't realize that you weren't a mod on here.
Well, I'm raising taxes if that helps.
Well, I will admit I'm not a huge fan of taxes.
Well, that's how we get money. That's how we pay my salary. That's how we pay the senators and congressmen and everything else.
Well, all I know, whether a person is oh, wait a minute, we got a new guest.
Oh, Lord.
And
Wait.
all right, I'm waiting, Charlotte.
I'm decent
All right,
now.
All right.
Hi.
Hey, Charlotte, good to see you, darling.
What the devil are you doing tonight?
Hello, Miss Gulf Coast Granny Charlotte. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Great. Can I smell your hair?
Hmm?
Can I sniff? Will you give me a
Did I
little
knock
sniff
the
sniff?
tar out of you?
That's why I didn't smell
Oh,
Kamala
he probably
Harris's
likes that too.
hair.
He probably likes people knocking the tar out of him when he smells their hair. Oh my
Well,
goodness. Can I smell
that's-
your hair? Don't you ask me that again.
That's
She's a
not a very
Southerner.
nice thing to say, Miss Joanne Glass.
Accurate.
I do like you very much, Miss Joanne Glass.
Roadhog, what's up?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Now, Charlotte, did you have any questions for President Biden?
I do not.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm sorry. Cause your title for your video was what? I don't care.
Well, my
That's why I came up.
No, let's see. No. Are you gonna run again in
2022.
2024?
Of course I am.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. What happens if another Democrat decides to run against you and grabs the nomination right out of your hands? What are you going to do then?
That's not gonna happen. They won't let it.
You're right. You're right. Oh, I hate to say it. You're right. They're not going to let it. Well, congratulations on being the worst choice that the Democrats could find to run against Trump.
Now let's try to be nice.
No. That's my theory, though, Gary. That was my theory back in 2020, because everything was going great for Trump, and the Democrats knew that they were going to lose against Trump because.
Well, then don't.
But they didn't, and that's because COVID came around. So they grabbed because they knew they were going to lose, they grabbed the worst Democratic candidate that they could to put up against him. Because why bother pulling out your big guns, right?
That ain't very nice of you.
I'm not a nice person.
Let me ask this. Let me say Gandalf's question. He said,
hold on. Miss Woman out of doors asked me some questions up above that.
okay, hang on. Let me see if
Anyhow, that's my theory. I don't have. Look, I really don't. I think both parties are wings of the same bird, and I don't have a preference one way or another. But I kind of like called things like I see them, and that's how I saw it back then. And now here's the thing. Now, because of the way the world spun back in 2020, we're probably going to have another round of this.
Well,
if he lives long enough. Please pick another vice president.
Hey, I was just going to say that the title, I don't care, my intention when I set this up was to say, I don't care, whether somebody thinks I'm a police officer or not, whether that, even though I could see where it would be applicable to, because I don't really do political stuff either.
Right.
And I don't care, what color your skin you are, whether you're a man or woman. I don't care if you a man that identifies as something other than, or a woman that identifies as something other than.
Right.
I don't care about any of that.
No, I don't either.
People got their own way of living, but
right. And it don't affect me one iota what somebody decides to do, and it don't affect you, Gary, or you, Mr. Roadhog, or Mr. Biden. It don't. The way somebody wants to live their life is their choice.
Hey, how you doing, George Mitchell? Good to see you.
Hello, George.
But I was contacted by President Trump. And so President Trump came up,
Mhm.
and we had him up here at the beginning of the show. And then President Biden, I guess, heard that. I heard that President Biden, he came up, and so
Dang, I'm sorry, I missed that.
I felt like I needed to provide an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
So, hey, Coyote.
Well, that makes good sense.
The
Right.
anyhow, we kind of switched on a dime. I guess.
This is fun.
Well, I still haven't got to answer Miss Woman Outdoors' question.
Well, answer it. Do you remember it?
No. No.
I didn't think so. It's okay. It's okay.
The sad thing is, I don't remember the question either.
We'll scroll up and get it.
Okay, cocaine.
Well, you're gonna be when you're 80 years old, Mr. YouTube Police.
I don't think I'm gonna be alive that long.
Maybe you can take my spot and run for office.
I don't. That's one thing I don't want.
Right.
Although I wouldn't mind the pay.
Right. Well, the retirement's real good too.
That's true, and I wouldn't. Hey, one thing about it though, that hey, there's nothing that you or I can do, about the retirement system the government has in place.
Mhm.
It's kind of annoying that
I can, but I don't wish to.
Well, if a person wants to get rich, go into politics.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
it's
here
all-
is the conundrum with that, Gary.
yeah.
None of our politicians make money that should be able to make them rich in 4-year terms.
That's true.
They don't make enough money to become.
You
Now,
get paid. You
should they
get
be
paid the
able
rest
to
of
be?
our life.
I know that, but I'm talking about during their terms. None of those people in Congress should be millionaires. They don't make enough money.
Well,
And when
Donald
I say
Trump
millionaire,
already had the money.
I mean like Nancy Pelosi millionaire.
He paid for his votes.
What?
Donald Trump is rich. He
Well,
paid
I
his
know
way
Donald Trump is
to
rich,
office.
but he's not a politician.
Well, he was the president. Don't that make you a
He won on
politician?
the fact that he wasn't a politician, that he was a businessman.
Well, some of us on this side of the aisle disagree.
What do you mean this side of the aisle?
The opposite side that Mr. Trump is on.
Okay.
Hello, Marines and Army.
I guess they would. Go ahead, Mr. Roadhog.
Oh, I was just saying hello to Marines and Army Mom.
Hey, Marines.
Hey,
and Army.
Marines and
Well,
Army
see-
Mom.
Those people are businessmen too. That's why they're millionaires. He was smart with their money and invested it. Whoever
I
just
think they
brought
were
that up.
smart with their decision making and made the right decisions that got their palms greased. And I'm not talking about your side or the other side. I'm talking about all of them. Anyhow, I'll tell you, here's an interesting conversation that I had today with my daughter. I'm sorry, I'm a little chatty today, YouTube police.
Hey, that's all right with me.
Look,
That's all right
here's
with
an
me,
interesting. My daughter is 34 years old. And she was at her school today. She works in a school setting. And
I'm old enough to be her grandfather.
yes, you are twice. And
Can I smell
When
her
she-
hair?
when she walked, no, you may not smell my daughter's hair without the risk of life and limb. So anyhow, she walks into her school and she walked down the hallway to get to her office. And there was a big display of all the newspaper clippings from 9/11. And she was talking to the teacher in next to the thing who was explaining it to all the children, right? And she said, Mom, it really hit me that my generation is the last generation that actually understands what happened back then.
Yeah.
And she says, because I remember my daughter, who's 34, was in the 7th grade when that happened. And she said, I remember exactly what I was doing. I remember exactly, the day. I can see it in my mind like it was yesterday. She said, and none of
When
these
was this?
I'm sorry,
When was this?
Oh, Homestead Aquarius.
9/11.
I don't
you
remember
remember,
where I
Bonnie?
was.
Yeah, probably
No,
not.
sir. I mean, no, ma'am.
I'm so sorry, but that might be a good thing. But anyhow, I found it. I found it a little distressing, and I'm glad that the kids don't have to live through that period and how life has changed since then. But they don't know. They just don't know what it was like before that. They don't. I'm looking at my 18-year-old and my 14-year-old and thinking they weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of things that have changed, and since then.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has changed.
A lot has changed so much. Even and in technology, the changes have been exponential.
They have been.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't know, some of the changes I just don't care for.
Right.
I like it. I liked it when things made sense.
Yes.
Back when common sense was common.
Right.
Back,
when men were men.
Yeah, and women were women.
And women were women. And
now,
Hey,
I will
nothing wrong.
go ahead.
There's nothing wrong with a man identifying as a woman.
okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
I wouldn't marry one of them.
Well, I would,
Well, that's a personal preference choice.
Exactly.
yeah.
I
And,
like my men to be men.
well,
Burly and manly and strong.
Everybody's got
You
their
can't
own.
snip your hair.
No, because you're not real burly.
The fact is, people got a right to think, and believe, and the way they want, and
Right.
I'm down for that. But I also think, people should have the preference. People should have the right to live their lives, how they'd like.
Right.
And I don't want anybody telling me how I should think.
Nope.
And I understand other people think differently than I do in some ways. It's all good, but don't try to tell me, something that I disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way, anyhow. I think that one thing I have noticed, it seems like, is it's almost like the young, and maybe this just me being old, but it seems like a lot of the younger folks are, and I don't want to turn this into a gripe session because I'm not really griping,
Right.
but it seems like a lot of the kids today are entitled. I hate to think I felt that way when I was their age. In fact, I don't to this day. Even if I've earned something, sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
Gary, I think we were raised with a different mindset because, you know, and I see where you're coming from. And also, I have 7 children in pretty much 2 different generations. I've got my millennials, I've got my Gen Xers, 4 millennials, 3 Gen Xers. And I even see a difference in those children. But I will say this. All but one of my kids get up every day and go to work and are responsible and do what they're supposed to do. And I'm not saying they're perfect because they're not, but they do those things.
Right.
You know, even my son, who's he'll be almost 15. He gets up every morning. He goes to school. He does the best he can. He gets in the band. He works hard in the band. He gets Friday night. Goes to practice till 8 o'clock every evening. He still makes decent grades in school. He has Friday night football games, and all month in October, we're going to be up doing Saturday competitions. That's a busy life for a 15-year-old boy.
It is. Sounds like he's good.
He's he is.
Corn dogs.
He's doing real good. But I'll tell you this. I had 3 different sets of kids, one in each decade. The 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. And fighting the mindsets that they would come home with and trying to teach them not to believe everything they hear as fact and think with a sense of autonomy, critical thinking skills. That's been the hardest thing so far as a parent that I've had to do, is teach them, look, do you really believe X, Y, or Z? And I'm not going to get specific on that because there's been a lot of things over those decades.
Sure.
You know, and I'll tell them, look, you've got the computer at your fingertips. Go Google it. Go look it up. Look at different sources and make your own conclusion about what you believe is right in your head about subject XYZ.
Critical thing.
Yeah. And I think a lot of parents today, I'm not sure about back when we were kids. I know what is that? Some woman said it so good not long ago. I saw it on a TikTok or something. And she said, we're the last of the feral kids. We didn't get trophies for everything. And we didn't, we drank out of hoses, and our parents they locked us out of the freaking house. People today would never consider locking their kids out of the house unless they wanted CPS on their doorstep. If one of my kids today went to school and said, yeah, mom locked me out of the house all Saturday, made me do yard work and drink out of the hose, we'd be in jail.
Oh. Hey, let me ask this to Biden. Biden, do you have fond memories of corn pop?
One pop,
Corn pop.
the cereal.
Well, the fella that you was, had that altercation with at the pool.
I don't remember. Did I beat him up?
No, as I recall the story, you were, he was threatening you or something. I don't remember it all.
Well,
the
all I
details.
remember about him is
Smells like corn dogs.
That over at your house, Grady.
No, that wasn't me.
And it surely wasn't me.
I think
don't
that
know
might have
what you're
been at
talking
Mr.
about.
Biden's house.
Well, that's interesting because I ain't hearing it.
It sounds like Biden likes corn dogs.
He might right. Let's
Okay.
see. Hey, that reminds me though. One thing I was thinking about doing is
Mhm.
we could go, do a maybe a duck race or something.
A duck race.
Quack, quack.
Well, I don't know. I never know what to do on these live streams.
You
I
got
really
a
don't.
duck in your back pocket?
Quack, quack, quack.
I know you live in the country, Gary, but they make a mess in the house.
We ain't got no ducks in the house, and we ain't got no ducks. We got chickens.
We can have chicken races. I'll go get one of mine.
Ooh,
Hey,
cockfights.
I'll bring Vegas in here. Vegas is my Polish chicken. It's gray and has a white pom pom on top of its head.
Is he a frizzle?
No, he's not. I wish he was.
Okay.
But it's a she. She's pretty as she can be.
What kind of chicken is she?
A Polish chicken.
Okay. A Polish chicken.
Like the Polish hot dogs?
Similar. She's dumb as a bag of hammers.
Thank you for coming in, Joanne. I do appreciate it. I've enjoyed having you in here.
Good night, Joanne.
Joanne.
Please come back and visit. And if you ever get a wild hair, feel free to come up on Pam. What? About the hot dogs
Or the chicken.
or the chickens? Hey, Rebecca.
Where's that pig?
Now, see, that's one animal I wouldn't have.
I want one just for the bacon.
Well, yeah, I'd like to eat him.
Hey,
but
Rebecca. If
I'm
you want
afraid
to
he'd
come
tear
up,
up
come
my
up.
whole yard.
Sup, Rebecca?
I'd love to have some goats.
Hey, we got
Oh,
goats.
God.
Do you have goats?
We do. We got 4 goats.
4 of all. That there ain't nothing cuter in the world than a bunch of baby goats.
Oh, I got a plan. I'm gonna see if I can't get me one of these security systems, cameras and what
Yeah.
have you, and start streaming the goats 24/7 on my Cute Critters channel.
Oh, that would be fun.
I think so.
I don't think I know your Cute Critter channel.
It's Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters.
Okay, I'm gonna go find it. Unless you want to drop the link.
I can drop the link. It won't take a second. Let's see here.
You're welcome, Joanne. Come back anytime.
Let's see.
Oh, booger.
If I can find it. Here we go. All right. That is the link to my Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters.
Okay.
And I am, I got a whole bunch of different interests. That's one reason why, I'm thinking about changing the name on my Belt Loop 29 Can Cook channel to Belt Loop 29 Loves Food or something like that. Because, a lot of stuff
That
I'm
would be
doing.
cool.
Well, I just figure it's more apropos.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going out and eating at restaurants and not cooking as much on there, then that would make more sense.
Right.
Is that what you've been doing?
Lately,
Restaurant?
I've even been doing some, reviews of this or that or the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, that Cheetos jalapeno mac and cheese. That's some good stuff.
Is it?
It is.
Anything with jalapenos in it is good, in
Oh,
my
yeah.
book.
Okay, I subscribe to your critters.
I appreciate it.
Now I need to see some goats.
Well, I've got a few goat videos. I think not a whole lot. I've got one I did over at Devil Dogs, where as cute as I'll get out the puppy and the goat get together,
Mhm.
and the puppy Nikki is barking at the goat,
Uh-huh.
little baby goat kid,
Night woman outdoors.
and well, thank you for coming in, LB. And anyhow, the goat acted like or tried to headbutt the dog.
Gandalf. I bet he is.
I just love watching the baby goats.
Yeah, they are cute.
Oh, they just love life. That's just all there is to it.
Well, they love to play, and Tammy's always coming in and telling me a story about this, that, or the other thing.
Uh-huh.
And there's one goat in particular that that tends to follow her around, and she feels comfortable enough with him letting him out, putting him on a lead, and letting him eat the weeds and what have you.
Right.
First, she just needs to let all the goats out, and let them go at them weeds. That way, I ain't got to
You don't have to mow.
That's right.
So, what it was, somebody told me one time they did a rent-a-goat. You rent a goat and bring a whole bunch of goats to your yard, pay the people that own the goats, let them stay in your yard for a week, and you'll have a cleaned up yard.
Hey,
I
bet
bet
I
I
got
That's genius.
I bet I got enough weeds in this yard to feed these 4 goats for a year.
Oh my.
Well,
don't you have a great big yard?
Well, I got an acre.
That's great big enough.
hello.
The
I mean, I got a little 50 by 100 lot down here in South Mississippi.
yeah.
They're kind of tiny down here.
Well, I didn't spend enough time, tending to the yard, and that's okay.
That's the problem living at the beach. You can't have a whole bunch of acreage and be like a homesteader in the middle of the beach area, because the places are just too small. Well, that and the city will come and ask you why the heck you got a goat in your backyard. I done had one neighbor make me get rid of my chickens in my other house.
Really?
Mine's trying to get me to get rid of all my scrap outside.
Yeah, they thought it was going to destroy their property value. And they called, what do you call it, code enforcement on me.
Yeah.
And the code enforcement lady came out, and she was so sad. She says, "This is the nicest chicken coop I've ever seen." She said, "There's nothing wrong with having these chickens. I hate to tell you, you got to, but you do." And I had to rehome the chickens. Luckily, one of Wesley's co-workers at the police department down here had some property out near, what's the name of that stinking place? It's by Wiggins, and it's a national park, and I forget the name of it right now. But his property was real big out there, so he took the chickens. And then he died.
So do you go see him?
No, this has been years ago. They're probably dead and gone by now.
Oh, okay.
Just like the guy.
Right.
Well, my buddy Vaughn over at Vaughn Homestead, we gave Tweety to him. And Tweety's since passed away, but he, where was I heading for this conversation?
Did Tweety seem to be in a better humor by the time he got there?
Nope.
Or was he still mean as fire?
He was still mean, but Vaughn got this trash can lid,
Mm-hmm.
was using it as a shield.
A shield.
Yeah. He had talked about painting a Captain America thing on it. He never did it, I don't think. But Tweety got sick and just didn't pull out.
Mm-hmm.
But he does. Sometimes he has cameras that are on his stuff, and so he can check them at any time. And I just think it would be kind of cool to have that up for the goats.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I've seen some folks. I've seen some of these live streams.
Yeah.
That go all the time. I don't know how they do it. Maybe they just go straight to YouTube, I would think.
Yeah. The only one I've ever seen like that is a bird channel. There's a bird channel that goes 24/7. I think it's in Asia somewhere.
Hey,
I could be
Berna.
wrong about that.
Hey, V's place.
Hey, V's place.
Bernie, you not gonna say hello to President Biden? Well, that reminds me, we have been kind of dominating the conversation when we have such a high profile person. We probably ought to ask him some questions or something. Oh,
If he's even awake still.
well, he may be asleep. I don't know. But President Biden, have you ever had any chickens?
V's.
Maybe he's asleep. It's possibly. We just tried to provide equal time. I'm sorry. We did have Trump up here too, providing equal time and everything.
Sorry, V's place.
We don't get real political around here, and
I think it's John.
John.
Yeah, somebody named John subscribed to me right after Biden came up.
Oh, okay. Well, no, you're good, Vay, but you're welcome to come up if you'd like. The link is pinned up at the top. We just sitting around shooting the breeze. Well, glad to hear it, Gandalf. We're just kind of chilling. We got. I'm trying to run these programs on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at midnight Central Time, which I guess technically is Wednesdays and Fridays. But which reminds me, we had a really good time down there at the Petals of the Past, and we're thinking about going to the Pine Cone Fest. Pine Cone Fest.
What is that?
Hey, Verna, wave. Perfect. Hey, Verna.
Hello.
Hey, Verna.
Hold on a second. Let me turn the volume off of the channel. Okay, there we go.
Gary, what's the Pine Fest?
It's John Wilson Gaming.
It's
so
as far as I know, it's just another gathering of YouTubers.
In the pine trees?
Well, I don't think they'll actually be climbing the trees or anything.
I would hope not.
At least I don't think so. It's supposed to be on the. Hang on, let me get the Um, well, I don't see
Okay,
anything.
thanks, Gandalf.
Mm.
I'm just in one of those irked moods.
Why is that?
Well, you lay in bed for 2 hours and can't go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I lay in bed all night and I still can't go to sleep, and then I get up in the morning and wonder what the heck I'm doing because I haven't went to bed, and so I fall back. I lay back down and I fall back asleep, and it's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning when I fall asleep, and then I'm asleep till 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Mm.
But see, I can't do that. I have alarms going off all day long reminding me to do things.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, I should have alarms going off telling me I need to do this or do that because there's stuff. I mean, my house is a wreck right now. I need to get up and be able to do all this cleaning and stuff and tearing stuff apart before it gets nighttime because I live in a trailer park. Well, they want us to call it a community, but
Mm.
I can't be loud after 10 o'clock at night.
Mm.
Well, Rebecca, I don't think we saw a whole lot of the
Give it a minute, Rebecca. He'll
That's
ask.
funny, Rebecca.
Give it a minute.
I don't know. I heard him snoring just a minute ago.
Well, he was probably on his game or something.
he may like this.
Is that DJ behind Biden?
I don't
Do
think
what now?
so.
I said, is that DJ behind Biden?
I don't think so. We've had Trump and Biden up here tonight.
Both are enough to make me barf.
The,
I'm kind of sorry I missed that, Gary.
well, the interesting thing is this will be public, so you can go
I
back.
can go back and watch, can't I?
Well,
Oh, fair enough. That's not very nice of you.
Tough.
Oh, you just dropping into the conversation midway, huh, Mr. Biden?
Well, she's talking bad about me.
Nobody was talking bad about you.
Miss Vernon said she didn't care for either one of us.
Oh,
well, earlier you
What's
said
it
you
called?
didn't care about
Can't
me,
handle the
so
truth? Get out of the kitchen.
That's because you don't vote, Mr. Roadhog 1987.
well, the reason I don't vote is because the person that I used to go and vote with died, and ever since then I've devoted not to vote.
Well, I care for my
Really don't anyhow.
constituents.
you care a whole bunch for them, don't you?
I sure
Especially
do.
the ones with hair.
Well, younger women with hair.
Well, that's what I meant.
I don't think I smelt the goat's hair.
Well, I don't think the goats have been in here tonight. We have talked about them a little bit.
I bet you'd really like some alpaca hair
Why?
because it's soft and it smells good.
Okay. I didn't know it smelled good. I don't think I've
Well,
ever
it smells
smelled.
like hay. If you like the
Oh.
smell of hay,
I kind of like the smell of hay, but
I do
I ain't gonna
too.
go around sniffing on them.
No, but Biden would.
Yeah.
Right up the butt crack.
I was gonna say, do you like the smell of poop?
I love alpacas. Of course, they spit at you.
And they poop at you.
Well, yeah. But
Well,
boy,
I
they're
don't know that much
little
about
hog. You're too close to the wrong end.
Well,
Well.
monkeys, they throw it at you, so.
that's true.
I'll be right back.
All
I
right.
don't believe I'd ever want a monkey.
Oh.
Well, where'd
Did
he
you
go?
just say you wanted to buy a monkey?
No. I don't think I'd ever want one, is what I said.
Why?
Well, we've had enough of them in Washington, D.C.
I'd like to get an army of them going.
Roadhog, the reason why is I done raised 7 babies. I don't want no more.
But you can get a chimpanzee that isn't a baby.
And they'll take your face off too. Remember that woman who,
Oh, that's only if you mistreat them.
well, I might would. I might would if they got in my house and started throwing their you know what around.
Right?
I might would
That's
mistreat.
why you have a shed for them to go and do that in.
An outhouse.
They either do that or they either yeah, yeah.
What you eating, Gary?
Oh, I
Oh,
ain't
wait, that's dog treats.
Didn't carry out.
Gary's eating dog treats?
No, I think he's giving them to Nikki.
Yeah, that's right. I'm about to give one to Nikki.
See, Lucy's smart.
Nikki's a good pup.
She's sleeping.
Let's see here.
My 2 babies are sleeping too.
All right, let me fix this where y'all can actually take advantage of the.
Oh, look at her.
Aw.
Oh
So
my God,
gentle.
so pretty.
Come here.
How old is she now, Gary?
She turns a year old on the 30th.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
That's my sister's birthday.
And oh, cool. Come here. Right over here. Well, let's see. She don't want to be filmed right now, apparently.
Oh, okay.
She says she got a treat and that's enough for everybody to see.
Yep.
You ought to put the camera on Nikki, like you want to do for the goats. Of course, I know
Well,
that's difficult.
You know, I
Dog.
did have let's see here. Let me see if I can talk Nikki into getting into her bed.
A couple treats.
Right here. Get into bed. Go to bed.
Toss the treats in the bed. Homestead Aquarius, hi.
I know Homestead Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
She looks like she's gotten a bit darker since she was a puppy.
Well, sometimes they do darken.
Could be.
Is she still red or is she black now?
She's red.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's still red.
Black in the camera.
I love the red and white ones. I think they're just so beautiful.
Nope, no more. No more.
Oh, I see it now. It's just
No
the lighting.
Well, Gary, I don't have Chewy anymore.
I'm sorry.
I gave my Chewy to a friend in Louisiana, and he's doing good with them.
Well, that's better than having lost, the dog to.
No, Chewy, not dogs.
Well, I mean, that's right, Cooey. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I got Havana rabbits now.
Yeah. And
Everybody. Deal what?
Did he just come on the stream to sleep?
well, I think he's a little, it may be a little past his bedtime.
I think you might be right.
I think it's way past his bedtime. He's probably got to be up in 4 hours.
No, probably, probably about 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
She likes taking this ball and pressing it up against my leg and
Mhm.
chewing on the ball while it's pushed up against me. I think what she's doing is just trying to go through and get my attention.
She might be. She's having big fun, I'll tell you that. Is that one of those kind of balls that has the holes in it?
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, on half of it.
Yeah. It's easier for them to grab that way. Oh, look at her.
Do you ever hide their food in something and have them tear it open like they're out in the wild?
No. I do have them. Every now and then I will throw like some animal crackers.
Nice.
Now, Lucy used to have separation anxiety. And you know how I got her over that?
How's that?
You take out a hollow bone, a bone that was full of marrow before, and she's already licked the marrow out. You take that and fill it full of either peanut butter or cheese whiz. Put it in their cage. When you lock them in their cage, and they don't notice you're gone when they're, as long as they're licking on that, trying to get all that goodies out.
Yeah. Well, I used to watch a lot of that Dog Whisperer, and a lot of what they, hey, no look, no talk, no touch. It was they talk about how dogs take a lot of their cues from us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a tendency to stop at your dog and say, oh, you're gonna be a good girl when I'm gone, or whatever, or something like this, they realize that you're about to leave, and then that makes them kind of anxious, I think. And so, my dogs have never really, as far as I can tell, had, she's a little bit like that, but not bad. I mean, she said every time I go get ready to leave, a lot of times she'll stand there and she'll follow me to the door and she'll just watch me. But, she don't do a whole lot of barking or, that type of thing.
I had a standard poodle that had anxiety like that every time we'd leave. But only if she wasn't in her crate.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we'd forget and leave her out of the crate, and she'd poop in the floor. That's the only time she ever did it.
I need you to wave, Jack. I can't see you for some reason.
Man, Mr. YouTube, please. My dog Major,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I get ready, whenever I put on my shoes, he knows I'm leaving.
Yeah. She likes fine, take it.
You know what type of dog I have, right, Miss YouTube, please?
What kind do you have?
I have a German Shepherd.
Well, that's nice. Those are cute dogs.
You've never seen him?
Oh, there it is. Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Jack Hobson.
Jack, did you have any questions for President Biden?
Nope.
Okay.
Mr. Hobson, you gonna vote for me?
Nope.
I don't care for Mr. Hobson either. Yo,
Yeah, you know, we're all too poor for Biden. We're not able to support his standard of living.
you guys really know how to make a guy feel welcome.
Well, I don't know. They've
It
always
feels like I'm like in a debate.
well, I don't know. Do you like debating?
Not really.
Okay.
It shows.
Taxes his mind too much. Wears it out.
Well, I know there's presidential debates and all that type of thing, and some people may really enjoy the debates.
Yeah.
I watched some last time.
Ted Cruz is a good debater.
Ted
I don't
Cruz.
care for watching
Yes,
debates.
sir.
Well,
I
I
wish-
thought
I wish that I had Ted Cruz's mind.
well, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm really glad I don't have Mr. YouTube Police's mind.
Well, mine ain't far from yours.
Exactly.
You know, after all, I will admit that I am. Hey, but I got a reason that I take that toward the stat.
Me too, Gary.
And
You know,
it's-
Mr. Wonder, does Biden think he is the master of debating?
I don't know.
I'm not sure that he thinks he's the master of anything. I'm
I
not sure he
think
thinks.
that I'm the master of debating.
Yeah, are you the master of debating?
No,
No. Okay.
they feed me the answers.
They beat you.
Feed.
He
That buzzer's terrible, ain't it?
What buzzer?
The buzzer
Oh yeah, it cuts me off all the time.
every time. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
he just opens his mouth and just
Mr. Roadhog next to me is having a blast over there. I'm glad that could be amusement for you, Mr. Roadhog.
Oh, it's
See-
not just you. It's the whole chat.
Even more reason that I don't care anything about Mr. Roadhog.
Well, what if he don't care nothing about you? That's not very nice and presidential. You're
He
supposed to care
already
about,
said he don't.
just said a
He
minute
don't
ago,
vote.
you care about all your constituents. You
He's
just
not a
now,
constituent.
which
He
is
don't
it,
vote.
Mr. President? Do you care or do you not care?
About what?
well,
I feel like I'm getting grilled up here. This is worse than the
Contradict
debates.
what you say.
we're not trying to have a I can't even think of the word of it.
We're not trying to have a debate right now.
Oh, well, crap.
Yes, we're not trying to be a hostile environment.
Okay, okay. Would you
I
like a Slurpee, Mr. President?
No.
How about an ice cream cone?
No.
How about a cigarette?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know you smoked.
Well, I don't publicize it like Obama.
I think
Oh, wow.
Caught.
In
No,
other
you
words, he
did.
wants some wacky tobacco.
Well, we've been up here almost 2 hours, and I expect we'll spend a few minutes, in the after party. I do want to thank everybody for coming in. If you hadn't, if you're,
Thank God this thing's over.
Debates are
Hey.
hard, aren't they?
Hello, Jack Hobson, and good night, Jack Hobson.
I will say this, that, President Biden, you and President Trump are welcome to join us at any point. And, we appreciate y'all, coming in and spending time on this channel. It
Well,
is a
I would have to check my schedule or have my secretary, personal assistant, check my schedule because I'm very busy.
Oh, I know. I'm sure there's lots of things you got to take care of.
I really got to study up for those debates.
I understand, and thank you for coming in, Gandalf, and let me thank the panel as well, President Biden and Roadhog, Charlotte over at Gulf Coast Granny, Verna at Faye's Place, and Jack Hobson. I'm very appreciative of y'all coming in. I think it's been a very interesting and entertaining live stream tonight. I think maybe next Thursday we may just try something simple like words on stream or something. But
Well,
All right.
maybe you can. I don't care
Have a good night. Thanks for having me up, dear.
because your
Have a good night.
title was "I don't care," right?
my title was I Don't Care.
Well, I don't care about Jack Hobson, Barnum Bay's Place, Rudolph 1987, Gulf Coast Granny, Charlotte. But I do appreciate your service to the community, Mr. YouTube Police.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. And I hope everybody out here has a wonderful evening. And
Hello, Miss Rebecca. Touch my yarn. Sorry I didn't catch you earlier. I was dozing off.
Everybody have a blessed night.
Where you wanting to smell Rebecca's hair?
No, but Brandon's right here below me. Oh, I guess she didn't want me to smell hers either.
I guess not.
I'm not smelling yours, Roadhog.
I would hope not.
That's funny. Oh, what are you doing, Nikki? So she's just getting into something. All right. Thank y'all for coming in. I am gonna call it a night, and I hope to see y'all again on Thursday. And we're gonna end in 3, 2, 1.